Hello there, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, a huge welcome to you. And if you've been here many times, fantastic. And my channel, as you can see below, is New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. So do check it out and do check out the playlist to find exactly what you're looking for. So first of all, let's start with something we normally do on a Wednesday, which is this. So we have puzzle piece. It could be any form of puzzle or something for you to work out. Today's puzzle piece is a simple question. What is half of 0? What is half of 0? How smart are you? So if anyone's in the chat and they get it right, they get the applause. And if I beat you, I get the applause. If you're watching this back later, see if you can get the answer before I give it out. And if you do get it right, then tell me in the comments that you did work it out. Okay, so lots to talk about today. First of all, new things, and I think it was on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, on the live there on Friday. Might have been there. So I'll just say again, I've got brand new glasses. I told you a whole story about my glasses. So they are purple glasses. So tell me what you think of those in the comments, and a new hairstyle. Now, it's a bit of a mess today because, as you can see from the title, I am still harvesting olives. I'm now on the lower olive grove, which is my last section, because I said I'd keep you informed. You've had a couple of shorts of the progress of how many olives I've harvested so far. The volunteer here managed to do one tree, and she had the little tiny ones, and in case you don't know, they give as much oil as a big one because the big ones have bigger stones, so volume wise they are about the same value. So she did one tree with small, but all the rest of the trees are by me. And I have had some different comments, and I will make another video on it, answering your questions. And one was from my great friend, Tony Rad. And she actually asked me, how many olive trees do you have? And that is 86 at last count. And I have done some more since. We don't pay for them. I grow them from the stones of the olives. So if I want some more, or sometimes they drop and shoot up naturally, so I dig them up and plant them. So 86 plus, that's what I will say. And she also asked about, can you sell the olive oil? Well, as I say, I think I'll do a video just talking about all those things. I did answer it to her personally in her comment, but I think I will do a video more about that kind of thing. Any of your questions about the olives or my homestead, if you want to ask me questions, do put them under this video, and I will then make a video answering your homestead, olives, that kind of genre questions. So if you've got any, and I will give you a shout out if you ask a question, and I will answer that in an upcoming video. So yeah, anything about harvesting, olives, trees, the produce, anything at all, anything about my homestead, and I will answer those questions. So anybody guessed yet what is half of 0? Okay, what else have we got to catch you up on? Yes, as I say, the olives, that's why my hair's a bit of a mess, because we went out today and we dropped our volunteer off in Limassol, and Mike said, that would give me a nice break. We dropped her off. I did picking of olives this morning. Then she was ready about 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I said to her, well, I'll go and have a shower and then we'll take you into Limassol. And there was a few things I wanted to buy, which I'll show you in a minute. So that gave me an opportunity to get away from olive picking that I've been doing practically non-stop. And we had lunch out there as well. Mike said, just chill out from the olives for a bit. And then when we got back, I picked some more olives until it was time to come and do this live. So I haven't even unpacked the stuff yet, apart from one thing that I needed to continue picking the olives. So let me show you what I bought. What I wanted was a headscarf, because when I go under the olive trees, and you should see me, I'm like a wild woman, I go under and the branches catch you, because some of them can be like stiff branches. Most are soft, but some of the older bits that need cutting off are quite stiff, so they can catch you. And I was planning on not having my hair cut and sorted out until after I'd finished harvesting. But when I finish harvesting, I'm going to then go round and prune all the trees again. Really good prune. It takes time, but it's so worth it. The ones I've really pruned, which is most of them, but you have to do them manually as well because all the middles grow. So you have to prune them out. It's really worth the effort. The ones I hadn't done properly or hadn't quite got to or hadn't over pruned them, they grow so much each year that the ones I did do better, they've been far easier to pick. So it's going to be worth it. So I'm not really around much on social media, on YouTube at the moment. I try and dip in if I'm just before setting a live or something to answer your questions. But it's a very busy time for me, so I will be back fully after I've finished harvesting them, and then of course also pruning them. So as I say, I wanted like a headscarf. I used to use like a baseball type cap, but obviously the peat catches in the branches. And then I used my hat that I sewed flowers on, which is, I think you call it a bucket hat. And that's still catching, the brim catches, and it's just annoying. So I thought, right, headscarf. Now I haven't got in here to show you. It's not a headscarf. It's people of dark colour wear them a lot, and they're kind of not quite a headscarf, but you tie it as in with cords, and that didn't work. Now, what I wanted to get, it's like a headband, but it goes to a headscarf sort of shape. And I couldn't find them, and they're everywhere. So I thought, oh, I've just got to get something. So I got this headscarf. And it shows you can tie it like a headscarf or use it like a sort of added bit, cravat almost. A necktie, even tight round your head. So I thought, well, that's going to have to do. And I thought, these things are everywhere. Why can't I find them? So let's get rid of that. So I got that. It's quite pretty. So I got that. And we walked around quite a few shops there. I thought, well, that I have to do. At least it's something. At least it's something. And then we had lunch. We went to my favourite shop where I often buy cheap shoes. It's not a shoe shop. They sell mostly clothes, but they do a lot of cheap shoes. Most of my shoes I've bought from this shop, and it was closed. And it's always open. The times it says on the door, it should be open. And then they had notices on the window, everything 50% off. And I said to Mike, they're shutting down, but all their stock's still in the shop. So perhaps someone's died and they're trying to sell the stock off or whatever. It looks like that's gone because I thought I'm bound to get them in there, but no. But then, as I say, we went and had lunch and we wandered around elsewhere, and there was something else I was looking for, which I'll show you in a minute. And it wasn't till we walked a completely different way that suddenly I saw them everywhere. Now, this is what I was looking for. It's not quite the same design, but it's similar. And so it's still like a headscarfy thing, right? If you don't know, you put it on like a headband there, like you'd wear a headband. And then when it's on your head like a headband, you then pull the back down as much as you want. So it's like a headscarf, but this is why I wanted this one. It's elasticated, the top. So it's like a headband. Then you can choose if you want it quite back and then down, you want some hair out the front, or what I want to do under the tree, and that's why this one's out. I used this one just now. I completely want to cover my whole hair. So I got that one. There's that. And then they had an offer, buy 3 for €5. I think it was buy 3 for €5. So I thought, well, why not? Because as Mike said, it's going to get dirty. So I got a purple one. That is purple. It looks blue now, but it's purple. So, oh, here we go. This shows you all the different ways you can wear it. So you don't have to wear it just like I've said. Look, you can even tie the back, have it. They haven't got like a normal headband. Look, they kind of got this one there. That's not quite a headband. Or I can be like ninja. I can be ninja. I can be like bank robber. Yes, I guess in the winter it would be good. So like a, what's it called? Oh, not snood, no. Not shroud. What is it? Snood, not snood. What's this one? Oh, like a ponytail. That's on the ponytail. On your neck. There's a hat. So different ways you can wear that. So that's a purple one. There. Yeah, it looks a bit bluey to me, but it's as purple as my New Beginnings name along the bottom, but it certainly doesn't look like that to me now. Hold it up, but it's as purple as that. It's a dark, dark purple. I've got that one. There was some I didn't like. Mike went, oh, get this one. It's got cherries all over it. And I was like, no, don't want that one. And then, oh, look, this one's got all lemons over it. I went, no, I don't want a farm one. And then I've got this one is blue. That's very blue. So I'll be wearing those. And then what I actually wanted to look for, it's not exactly as I wanted, but it's the best I could find. I wanted a plain black cardigan, but it had to be longer than like waist. I wanted it longer than waist. And I wanted it to be like not going out, but going out. Not like out. So that if I wear a dress and it's chilly, that's why I wanted it longer. Do you think I could find a plain black cardigan? Because mine have all got bobbles or whatever on. So I'm saying just to go out. So all I could come up with, it's a bit thinner than I wanted it. I wanted it for winter. Is this one. It's quite long. It's maybe a little bit longer than I wanted. Don't know where you can see it. I don't know what the material is. It's quite soft. It's not as thick as I wanted. It's from Italy. Where's a label that says here? And this was €20. Let's see. Can I see what it's made of? Good test for the new classes. Right. It's because it's obviously been pre-washed as in to dye it, like after dye. And now the label's quite dark. Wait. There's a percent of nylon, a percent of polyester, a percent of elastico, a percent of viscosa, and a percent of something else. But yeah, it's a bit stretchy, but it's very soft. Very soft. So I got that. It's actually got ribbing down the sort of the length at the front. So I got that. And I'm showing it because I can't be bothered to make a video of my shopping haul that I normally do. So I got that. And I got that from what they call the China shop. I know a lot of Europe have what they call the Chinese shop. I think it must be similar, but it's more clothes than anything else. And then where I got the headscarf from, these three, the same, they also had a sale of t-shirts. Now, I haven't bought a normal type t-shirt for years, I don't think. I used to buy them when I was on holiday. So I've got like ones from Cuba and when I swam with the dolphins and a few like that, different dance ones. And I'm finally getting to the stage of I need new t-shirts. So they had an offer of buy three. How much was three? I can't remember now how much three were. And I wanted these. I said to Mike, do you want any? And he looked, he's like, there's one he was interested in, but they didn't have his size. And I've always wanted a t-shirt with Cypriot words on, not like advertising, but say a slogan or something. It's very hard to find. But I finally found this. I thought I've got to have this. That actually says Cyprus, and that is the correct way of saying Cyprus. It's Kypros. Kypros is Cyprus. It's not a C, it's a K. It's Cypros. And the O is the evil eye, which is quite a thing in Cyprus. Like you hang it over your house to stop bad things in your house and give you good luck and all that. So I thought, oh, I'll have that. I want longer t-shirts. And they had it in white as well. And I said to Mike, oh, shall I, ouch, my wrist hurts from picking. I said to Mike, shall I have the black or the white? He said, oh, for goodness sake, have both. Because I had to buy three. So I got it with white. I do like black t-shirts, but there's lots of times I want a white one. And then the third one, why is there only two? Oh, it's on my lap. I was going to say, I know I had the third one. I like this one. Cyprus Traditional. Now, that is me, because I'm so in love with Cyprus. I really feel this is my country. And traditional is the way I live. I live the traditional way of Cyprus, in Cyprus. So that I've got to have that. That is definitely me. So I got that one. So there's my three t-shirts. So that's my little shopping haul. Let me just have some water. While I'm doing that, let's see if you can work out today's puzzle. So if you're just joining me, today's puzzle piece is what is half of zero? What is half of zero? And the answer is not zero. Half of zero is not zero. It's not half. Those of you saying half, it's not half. All right, what else have I got to catch you up with? As I said, my volunteer has gone. Our volunteers normally come from the Workaway platform, but this was my first one that actually arrived from World Packers, and I have got footage of her, and I will be making maybe two videos. We have the growing garden, the VA growing gardener, 1898. Great video. I'm glad you got to go and hang out with him in person. Very good. Okay, so what else is coming up? Oh, what else happened? I kept being disturbed from picking my olives. I've got days where I can just go out there, I start about 6:30 in the morning, and I just keep picking and picking, stop for lunch, and then I have a little break then and then go back. So every time I had a day I could just pick and got up early, something happened. And one of the things was we suddenly got a phone call from our GP, our doctor, and they said, oh, our vaccinations are in for flu. Come and get yours. Can you come right now? Because they've just come in and we're quiet here. And I was like, I just started picking. So that happened. So we had our flu jab. I talked about that in my last live, saying how it's free here. We don't pay anything. So we had that as well. What else? The volunteer, she actually asked to stay longer. So those of you who think, oh, that's a bit strange in a way, that I thought you said she was going on Monday and today is Wednesday. She actually asked to stay longer, so she had the chance of doing that. So that's pretty cool. On Friday on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, I'm doing a fun Halloween game. So you can see that. I will also be doing a little introduction chat to you first, but there will be a fun Halloween game. So look out for that. If you don't know the channel, let me see if I can just put it up on the banner. Let me see. I think I had a banner for it. Yes, I have got the ticker for it. There, it's running under the bottom now. Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And as I'm in Cyprus, you'll have to go and click on that on the lives to see what time it is for you, because our clocks went back an hour anyway on Sunday. So our times are probably all different anyway. So there's that. I want to share with you a channel, something I've just stumbled across. No affiliation to me in any shape or form, but it is brilliant. I've only watched 2 of theirs, as I say, time factor at the moment, so it's just why I've been having lunch or something. If you are English, if you've ever lived in England, if you're in England right now, or if you know things that are going on politically, and you don't have to know politics, but the way life is in England right now, you need to watch this channel. It's called No Human Filter. No Human Filter. It is brilliant. It's like funny, but it's so funny, but it's sad because everything that's funny is real things happening in England, but it's done in a brilliant way. It's fantastic, and it's extra good because it's quite fast paced, and what they're saying is funny, but it's one of those things where you've got to play it again or pause it, because there's other things going on, firstly in the background of each little clip or scene that they do, and also there's things to read while they're speaking, but what they're saying is the funny thing. but while they're speaking, they've got, say, a t-shirt with a slogan, a saying on, and or they're holding a mug and that says something, or there's a TV screen on in the background that says something. It's one of those you're going to miss it if you don't either play it through twice. What I do now is listen to it, and that's funny, and then go back and play it again, and then just look at all the things that you could easily miss in the background. So check that channel out. It's called No Human Filter, and it is fabulous. It really is. And it's all true, all true. It's all funny, but it's all true. So do check it out. If you go there and you like it, please just tell them my channel name and say that I recommended it. But as I say, they don't know me at all, and they deserve thumbs up and subscribers. And I don't know how long they'll be up there. I think they've probably put it under category of comedy, and that's how they're still up there. But it's all true. So do take a look there. Oh, while we're talking about YouTube channels, yes. I've had a message from YouTube. We're so sorry. We are so sorry. And you ever got that message? And it's nothing to do with YouTube itself, but they're extremely sorry. But one of my videos, I think I made a short on it the other day, but they cannot put adverts on that one video. And the reason is I think it was a short I made the other day, frogs mating. And because of that, I cannot have sponsorships. I don't do sponsorships anyway. I can't have sponsorships or adverts, but I'm still getting revenue from it because YouTube says it's not us. It's fine by us because it's frogs mating. So yeah, no revenue on that, but they were so apologetic. So that was quite funny. What else? I've done a seed giveaway for November. That's already up on my community post. If you can't see it, scroll back some, and it's where I hold hands like that, and it's got seeds in the hands. So it's which channel has got that. I've already got lined up who's going to get December's one. I've already got that lined up. If you want free seeds, drop me a comment, say yes please, and I'll put you on my list. And you get a message only on my community post. It says that you've been chosen to be the recipient of my free seeds for the month, and you've only got that month to respond with an email with your address, where to send them to. So there's that. And let's give you the answer to today's puzzle piece. So today's puzzle piece, it's a funny one, and it is, what is half of 0? Well, the answer is the letter C. The letter C is half of 0. There's 0. Half of 0 is the letter C. So when you draw a 0, half of that is the letter C. So nobody got that right today. So basically, I get the applause. I win. Yay. That was a fun one, wasn't it? Now you'll see I'm just running on the ticker tape along the bottom that if you use the discount code in my description below, you will get $10 or the equivalent in your country credit when you spend $25 on StreamYard. So if you're new to StreamYard or you're just going to start paying towards StreamYard for additional things that you can get if you pay, you can actually get credit using my code that when you click on that in the description. So do take a look at that. Just by clicking on it, you're not compelled to doing it, but it will tell you more about it. So have a look at that. And yes, I was talking about earlier that I don't do sponsorships. There's two reasons for that. Well, there's probably three reasons for that. One is I don't trust anyone who does sponsorships because I know how it works giving people sponsorships. They don't look at the channels. They don't look at the people doing the channels. They just send stuff out willy-nilly. And I've talked before about how they gave an electric bike to a woman who could barely even walk. And then she had to make a fake film to get the sponsorship money from this electric bike. So they're not even looking at the channel or who the people are or anything. So first of all, I don't want to endorse things when companies aren't bothered about who pushes their products. They're not saying, oh, you're a wonderful channel, please sponsor it. It doesn't work like that at all. They're not bothered. Secondly, I don't like when I want to watch a person's channel, I don't want to watch an endorsement. You can jump adverts. You can also jump sponsorships. And if you're interested in that, I can tell you how if a sponsorship comes up in the middle of a video, how it naturally jumps it. So you can jump it anyway. But I think you're here to watch me and what I'm doing. Adverts are enough, but as I say, you can block adverts. So if you're someone who doesn't want to watch adverts, you can just skip them, or you have an ad block on, which is free, totally free. So those who don't want adverts can jump those. I don't want to then put a sponsorship in the middle. You want to watch me and sponsorship. And as I say, I know a lot of people just say they endorse something and they don't. You might see a product being sponsorship by someone and you'll never see it again. If it's so good, why are you using it? Why aren't you using it? And the third reason is if I did ever do one, I have had many offers of different products to sponsor. If I did ever do one, it would be things that I would use and would be a benefit to me to use it. I've had all these different, like, what do you call them? Like power things. I don't want to give names of any because I don't want to endorse any. Like power banks. And they try and push those to off-grid people. They are not for living off-grid. They might be an emergency backup, or possibly if you were going to use a tool down the end of your garden for a very short time, it's a possibility. They're not for off-grid really. They are for camping and people in mobile homes, that kind of thing. I've been pushed, keep like coming to me, please endorse them. No, they're no good. I've also been many sponsorships put to me. Another one that they said, because I say off grid, so they home in on that, is these portable fold up solar panels. Again, they're for camping. If I start endorsing these things, you're going to think they're good enough for an off grid life because that's what I have. They're not. They're not. I had one for some type of, what do you call them, earpods. I was asked to do those, and it's all about what's the word? Oh, what is it called? On your phone. I'm going to say Blu-ray, not that. I haven't got my phone here. What's that thing? Oh, I can't think of the word. But they track you on that. They track you. Bluetooth, that's it. That's what I was thinking, Blu-ray. Bluetooth. It's all Bluetooth. I would never touch anything Bluetooth, so I won't endorse it. Yeah, it's like earpods for Bluetooth. I don't use Bluetooth. And I think that possibly came up because I'd done a live talking all about facts about Bluetooth, if you connect to Bluetooth. And I'd done a live on that. And I think maybe that just picked up on that. So, no, I've just done a live saying about reasons why you should never use Bluetooth. And now you're coming at me. Right, please endorse these that I use with Bluetooth. So, no, for me, unless something really good came up, let's say I got free solar panels or lithium batteries, I would do a sponsorship on those. But you get your own contracts. And some people don't know, some people think you have to do what they say. So they might say, right, you've got to show the product 50% of an hour's video, for example. That might be something. Or it might be you have to keep showing this product over a month. You have to show it 4 times, or even in the background, they've got to see it. Or another one might be you have to show, because I know the contracts, another one might be you have to preview it, as in you have to show the box in the background or at the forefront on a lead up to your actual video. And when you've made the video, they also have to review your whole video as to how you put it in. There's lots of things. But what you might not know is you can disagree to it all and write your own contract, and this is my terms. And my terms would be, I would film it like an unboxing, and then I will say I will review it over 3 months use, and then I will do another video to tell you how it fared. That would be it. What would we like was, I say, lithium batteries, solar panels, any gadget that will make my life easier, but they can't be, oh, that was something I got a lot of sponsors for. Sponsorship, would you do? It's gadgets and gizmos and tools that will be too powerful for our off-grid life. So they'll say, oh, this would help you, this would help you. Everyone gets offered those like secateurs that you don't squeeze them, they work themselves. No, they have been banned in many countries. They're highly dangerous. Once they start to shut, if you've got your thumb in the way or something's in the way, you cannot stop it. People have lost fingers. And another one I was asked to do and I wouldn't do, these mini chainsaws, and people are using them over the head. Oh, I'll just prune here. Look, it's so light and easy to use. Yeah, well, we know there's been accidents with those. The trouble is, if you make it a gadget that's like, oh, it's easy to use, they're promoting it to older people or females like me that aren't very strong or capable or disabled. That's even more dangerous. So would you use a full-size chainsaw over your head? No. Why use a mini one over your head? And also they're promoting it to people like myself that are disabled, and I wouldn't be able to maintain it. And there's no talk of maintaining it. A chainsaw of any size needs constant work and oiling and taking apart, and no. So there are other ones I wouldn't do. But yeah, I do lithium batteries, solar panels, if they're good, all these, by the way. Any tools and gadgets of any use to me that can be used off grid. I would love to promote things that can be used off grid, whether it be kitchen stuff or garden stuff, anything like that. I mean, I've talked about I love to play board games and games. So downtime stuff I would like to promote as well. And if any of you guys sell anything and you want me to promote it, as I say, if it's something, I will happily do that for a little bit of income, and then I will review it after a certain amount of time. So that's what I do. So do be aware when people are promoting or sponsoring things. First of all, you want to see that they keep using it, which mostly they don't. And secondly, that's another thing. Sometimes a contract, you have to read like a certain thing. You have to say certain things about product, but no one ever talks about the safety or the negatives or. Yeah, so do be aware, just because your friend's channel that you watch is sponsoring it, you trust them. Whereas I said, don't go for these mini chainsaws, don't go for these secateurs that are mechanical secateurs. If you've seen the countries that banned them, I'm pretty sure you can see the accidents and people lost fingers and someone's had their head like scalp themselves with the chainsaw. No, if you're not happy to use a full-size chainsaw, don't touch a mini one. So I will finish there and leave you on that happy note for today. As I say, check out my channel on Friday, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, where I will be doing a fun Halloween game. And until next time, as always, Meraki.